What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video, yeah boys, you see what's going on behind me? Well, that's a lot of something we don't see in America. That right there is a container being unloaded at the racetrack. We are in Aruba and we are here at the racetrack. The bikes have just arrived in the container from Curacao. I am going to be riding / building a bike this weekend with the one thing in mind, and that's to go a 7-second pass all motor. Let's see if we can do it this weekend here in Aruba, as I'm about to see the bike for the very first time ever. Here we go. As you can see, the container is coming off the truck, about to go down on the ground. I can't wait to see what this thing is all about. Let's walk out here and take a look at the track while we are, I guess you would say, waiting for that thing to hit the ground. The track looks very, very nice here. It's all brand new. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Palomarga. Speedway. So anyways, very nice facility here. The concrete super smooth. I actually walked out on it a little while ago, and the transition, I guess it goes concrete to about the 8th mile, then it transitions to asphalt. The transition is very smooth. Everything is new as far as the track surface. Looks very, very nice. Prepped very good. Let's see how it holds up and if it can hold a 7-second pass. But before we get to do a 7-second pass, we got a lot of work to do. We got parts that's got to be installed on this thing, and we got to hit the dyno to dial this thing in. It's got a brand new max ECU, brand new fuel system, brand new injectors, brand new fuel pump. The bike has never ran with these current configuration of parts. And yes, we're trying to go a 7-second pass. The bike is actually running a little bit late. In other words, it was supposed to have been here and arrived yesterday in our possession. We wanted to have already have all the work done on the bike by now, but we're just getting the bike, so we gotta rush it to the dyno, get the parts installed, and then rush back to the track tonight to get some testing in. So as you can see, the container is jam-packed with race stuff from Curacao. Tools, cars, bikes, everything. So in the US, we all have enclosed trailers and we haul stuff from state to state to state to go to races. Well, they can't do that here on the island. So if they want to venture out just like we do, they have to put their stuff in a container and do it just like this as it goes on a boat. So then once the container gets here, then they have to, I guess you would say, customs has to inspect everything. So in other words, they don't charge them tax or tariffs to come into the country as long as the stuff is not for sale. So they will be inspecting the stuff. Once they do that, then they will mark it as clear, race then. All right, guys, so I got booted out of the customs area. They didn't want me videoing, which is understandable. No customs area really allows you to do that. I didn't really think nothing about it because we were at the track, but I want to take you outside the track and show you something that I would say no other island really has. Check this out. For one, there's cactus everywhere. I didn't know islands really had cactus, but look, there's also goats everywhere. Now I know goats are on every island, but we got like windmill things. Those are not on every island. But the cactus stuff here just blows my mind to think that we're in what would normally be a tropical area, or you would think. All islands got palm trees, all that stuff. This island, not really any rain because it's right above Venezuela in South America, but cactus everywhere. This stuff is crazy. Check it out. Anyways, let's get these bikes loaded up. It's time to go to the dyno. The bikes are unloaded. They're going on the truck now. And then we should be at the dyno here just any minute. And just like that, we're on the dyno, guys. And when I say just like that, I mean this is actually about 24 hours later after I videoed with you guys last. So we ran into a few problems last night. We had brand new fuel pump, brand new injectors, brand new everything, but our fuel pump was not working. And we found out that it had a ground wire inside the pump that was messed up. We took it all apart. Well, me and the guys here took it all apart and we figured out what the problem was, repaired the wire, and we have the bike ready to make its first dyno pull now. Max ECU, BJ is connected remotely, getting ready to dial this thing in. We can't tell you what the numbers are because this is a grudge bike, and of course these guys are doing some I'm not gonna say top secret grudge racing because they tell their time, but the horsepower, it's an undisclosed number. But I can promise you it's nothing shabby with an HTP engine, M5 methanol, and max ECU with BJ on the controls. This thing hopefully is gonna be a ripper. Here we go. Alright guys, we're at the track. The energy here is through the roof. They just called us up for the first pass. We're prepping the bike now. Let's see what this runs. If all the hard work is paid off. You guys have been missing a little bit of the work. There's been a lot of troubles and stuff that we went through. But hopefully, cross our fingers, the bike is ready. We got the stock hand clutch in it tonight. We're gonna try to do some practice with that. See if everything is good with the bike. We have an MTC Gen 2 clutch that we're wanting to put in for tomorrow. Let's see what we can do with the stock hand clutch tonight though.
Look.
So the track is looking pretty good, but look at all these T-Maxes, dude. We got scooters everywhere. We don't have these in America, guys. These are Yamaha scooters, 560 cc's. Some of them got nitrous, some of them got turbos on them. Alright, so the bike got up there, cut off during the burnout. I don't know what's been going on. It's done this random thing a couple times, did it on the dyno. Actually did it before we went to the dyno. We thought we had it all fixed, but I just had to smack that thing one time and she went to working. But overall, had it turned down a little bit the first pass, just trying to feel it out. 820s first pass out, not too bad. Now we can look at the log, BJ can tweak the tune, and we can go back and add some power and go a little faster. Alright guys, that passed 804, 130 60 foot, so much better in the 60 foot. 808, 167 miles per hour. Each pass getting a little better. That pass feeling more comfortable on the bike. I lowered the bike a little bit in the rear. This time, it pulled me to the right. So we're straightening the chain out a little bit, making some adjustments, getting rid of the kickstand, boys. It's too low. We gotta get this thing lighter. Every little bit counts. We can't put it on the kickstand because the bike is too low, so why would we be toting it around? Kickstand, gotta go. So this pass, hopefully 7-second pass coming up. Alright guys, so I had a fan, he come and got me. He's like, yo, you gotta come check out our scooters. Look at these custom scooters they got. Tell us, what kind of engine is this thing?
This is a Malossi LMR, and this is like fully like LMR, and basically we haven't got the slicks yet, and we are working on this. And
how many cc's? How big is the engine? 100. 100? Yeah? Sit on it, show what it looks like. Can you reach?
I think so.
Oh my god.
This thing is crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me try this thing out. I feel like this is top fuel bike. This has got to be super sketchy, right?
Oh Lord.
Oh boy. Alright guys, so the Outlaw bikes, first round coming up here Friday night. Let's see what these things run. All these are turbo bikes. They got some super nice bikes here. 6 of them. All these turbo bikes, they look like they're about 75 inches, so a lot shorter than what you see in the US. A lot of them also have flat slicks on them. Let's see how they run. Oh boy, he about wrecked. He almost crashed. Hey. So a lot of that you see the bike going crazy like that, that's because they run those flat slicks. I do not like a flat slick myself. It's a bias ply tire. The sidewall flexes a lot and that causes it to do that number right there. That guy right there probably got a little poo-poo in his pants. All right, guys, I'm trying to get us a better view of the Outlaw bikes. We got booted off the line on the other side, only for racers over there. So we're moving around the other bikes that just went. I missed that pass for the video. I think 828 was the fastest they went. So we might could have competed in the Outlaw class, guys. Let's see how fast. These turbo bikes, once they make a clean pass, though, it would be game over for our all motor bike. Little smoke from that one. 731, 732 on this side. So yeah, would not have been good for the all motorbike on that pass. All right, guys, 2 more turbo boosters. These things are some super good looking bikes. Let's see what they run. I was wrong. Turbo boost on this side, nitrous boost on that side. I was wrong, guys. Oh boy, the nitrous was out on him. All right, guys, this is one of the fan favorites right here. Still ballin' racing. This is Jenny. He's from Curacao. Let's see what he can do. Ronnie Mitchell is tuning his bike from the US. I'm sure it'll be a fast turbo bike. He is a big, big rider too. Right side looks pretty fast. 741. Alright guys, look at the size of Jenny. He's like the size of a linebacker in the NFL. It's a big boy. Oh no, the bike stalled out. The bike cut off. It was good of the opponent to wait on him. Here they go again. Bike stalled out again. Something is wrong. All right, guys, so they backed them off the line. Here comes two more boosters. There's a lot of bikes here. I said there was 6 to start with. Well, that was only the ones that were in line to start with. There's a bunch of these things. All right, so this one's got the buy run. Like a fast pass 755. Check this one out, guys. Brand new all turbo Gen 3 booster. Left lane 1. Yeah, left lane 1. 7.5 to a 7.6. Alright guys, check this out. They had the oil down, the track is down. It's been down for a while. We got a band now.
Que Dios te bendiga y que cumplas muchos años. Hoy que estás cumpliendo años, que Dios te regala. Otra vez. Que Dios te bendiga y que cumplas muchos años. Hoy que estás cumpliendo años, que Dios te regala. Una más con todo el corazón. Que Dios te bendiga.
Alright guys, if I was gonna drive a race car, this would definitely be the one. Toyota Starlet, and it's got Luigi out the side, dude. This thing is super, super cool. You just don't understand how small it is until you see one in person. These things dart all over the track. This one here was no different. From Curacao, crazy, crazy little race cars. Alright guys, we got the win. First round is bracket racing. That's all they got here besides the Outlaw bike. So we went 801, 167 off a 795 dial in. 006 red light for the other guy. I know, so close to having a perfect run for him. But unfortunately, I'm going to the next round. Alright guys, another round win. That passed 805 off a 795 dial in, 020 on the tree. You gotta get this thing cooled off. Now they're going round robin. If we win one more round and they keep going round robin, we gotta stop. The bike can't keep getting this hot. The oil will get too hot. We don't want to hurt the engine, so it is what it is. Oh, look at this, boys. Now, this is how you come back from the racetrack. Mrs. More Mafia, what do you think about this?
I'm ready to go to bed.
3 a.m., guys. We made it back from the track. The ocean is going to feel so good here in a minute, but I got to cool off. The bike could not cool off tonight. We made 2 passes. We won both of them. The third round, they basically hot lapped them, and I said, I don't want to take a chance of hurting the engine, because we just made a pass and I did not want to run again and not give the bike time to cool down. Something like that, we come here to go 7s, not to win the bracket race. We didn't want to tear the motor up the first day. I had to call it quits because the very next round, if we would have won, well, let's just say we probably would have tore something up, but after that, they stopped the race for a curfew. I feel like we did as good as we could, but it's 3 a.m. I'm trying to keep her awake. Look at the scenery here, boys. I love Aruba. Oh boy, it feels good. That's how you cool off after a day of racing. Alright guys, day 2 at the racetrack. Right off the bat, we're putting the MTC Gen 2 clutch in. So this is going to give us the ability. The clutch last night was not stiff enough. In other words, I felt like a 60-foot could have been better if we would have had more clamping force, and we did not have that. So we're going to put the MTC Gen 2 in it. That'll fix all those problems, and they should give us the ability to go fast.
What type do it for this one? Oh yeah. What this one just include? Yes,
So basically what he just said was we got the buy run last night, so we quit early, but all we had to do was go back up there. We would have got the buy run, and then after that they canceled the race because of curfew, so we gave away our free run. We would have still been in for the continuation of the race today.
Hope malas suerte. Si na meldu, eu não estou tomando buy run, porque é bike não está tigula que é fria, porque nós um pouquinho vai trair outro, para nos quebrar motor. Mas já, não meldu nós.
So what he just said there was We're gonna go out and go 7s today with the new MTC Gen 2 clutch. Kiko the Kiko, Suave, bon bon bon. Alright guys, I ain't gonna lie, I have no clue what he's saying. I just make this stuff up as I go. But I did give up the buy run last night. God, there's a mess here. Or at least it kind of looks like one. It's actually not a mess. Everything's in a strategic place, but she's back running. Wheel is going back on. We went 1 tooth bigger on the rear sprocket. We're about to test the 2-step here in a minute, and maybe we're ready to make a pass. I think what he said was, "I kicking your ass." Yeah. Came to life that time, guys. So, wheelied like crazy. I had to get out of it pretty good. Still had 127 60 foot, so we got to go back, soften it up a little bit, make some changes, look at the log, but I think it's definitely going to be faster tonight.
Chris is racing the other really fast GSXR 1000. Both of these bikes are from Curacao. There's a little bit of an unspoken rivalry between the bike owners, so we'll see. 807. That's the fastest the bike's been. First time in the 7s.
So 798, guys, that's what we came here to do. Go a 7-second pass. We definitely got more left in it too. We're not done. Hey guys, Sunday in Aruba, we had some problems yesterday. We got the problems fixed. The bike is sounding good. She's ready to rip. We went 798 yesterday. We did what we came to do.
We wanted to build and put together a 7-second bike. We did it in about 5 passes. We're ready to rip. We're going farther into the 7s today. 780s? Let's see what happens, boys. Thanks to all the love and support from the people from Aruba. The track and the race has been excellent. The facility is very nice here. The track is prepped very well. And all the people, they bought all the merch we had. Stickers, t-shirts, keychains, everything completely gone way before the first full day of the race.
All right, guys, we're all suited up, about to make the first pass of the day, but they had to stop because there's goats on the racetrack. Alright guys, so I just got off the phone with BJ. I told him the track's super greasy, so he's done a lot of doctoring into ECU. We got some special things set up in here. I can't tell you what it's all about, but let me just tell you, I think she's gonna go down the track this fast. Let's see what we got. I would say 150, 145. That's probably like 50. Something like that. Guys, it's unbearable hot. Sun is super intense. Now I see why they have cactus everywhere here. It's the desert. This place is insane.
Alright guys, so having issues with the bike on the two-step. As it gets hot, the hotter the coolant tip gets, it's altering the tune a little bit. And when it gets hot, it is not happy on the two-step. The longer I stay on the two-step, the worse it gets. So, went on the two-step, I guess you would say normal amount of time, bogged out, same as it did last night. So, the second pass, we didn't get an actual time because we missed our qualifying pass, which by the rules, is fair, that's what the rule is. But we got to make a pass just to see if it worked. I went on the two-step and instantly turned loose in the clutch, and it worked pretty good. So, the track is hot. Once the sun goes down, they're gonna let us get a third qualifier. The problem is, the turbo bikes are gonna be way faster just because they're turbo bikes. The track gets real good, and we're in trouble. If the track was real bad, then we might have a chance because we have a lot less horsepower, a lot easier to get down the track. Overall, we're having a good time, but maybe tonight if the track is good, we still got 780s in mind.
Aruba, até
Alright guys, 789, that's more than what we came here to do, and it still spun that pass. I had to crack it about the tree. We're going to work on the suspension. I mean, the track is getting better and better with each round. We get a little better, man. Bottom 80s, definitely possible. Alright guys, this should be probably the last test pass, or the last pass of the weekend. I'm trying to just go faster, so the bike keeps getting a little better, a little better, a little better. The track keeps getting a little better, a little better, a little better. If it hooks, it's definitely going to go faster. Oh boys, the rum is coming out in Aruba. I think this is called the Dougie. And just like that, we made it back to America. As you can see, the trailer and the motorhome are loaded up already. It's Wednesday. We got home from Aruba on Monday night. Here we are Wednesday, headed out to another race. This race, I can definitely tell you, is not gonna be as cool a location or setting headed to Maryland as it was in Aruba. We had a great time, me and Kelly. Thank you to all the Aruba hospitality. You guys showed us a lot of good times, a lot of good food, a lot of good rum, and a lot of good racing. We appreciate everything. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications so you get notified every time we go racing. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.